work allows almost all school children to participate. Preparation for events starts early. Each child can take part in it as much as possible, depending on his inclination and interests. To set up a scene or class, choose music, learn the text of a script, prepare visual materials, and etc. Massive nature festivals and evenings usually include both scientific and artistic content. Nevertheless, it is important to remember that such an event is not a concert, but a natural science evening or holiday in which the main place should be occupied by educational material on the chosen topic. Of great importance in the development of the cognitive interest and the inclination of school children are walks, expeditions, and hiking in nature. They can take part of all day, a whole day, part of a day, whole day, or even several days. Multi-day hikes are usually carried out at summer health camp. These events are most often of a local or nature and are aimed at acquainting children with the peculiarities of local water bodies, places of mining, with common and endangered species of plants and animals. During the hike, children reinforce their ability to navigate the terrain, use a plan and a map. Observation and impression are recorded in hiking diaries. Excursions along the ecological path are an interesting form of mass work. On it, school children consolidate their knowledge of the program material, master the experience of assessing the results of interaction between man and nature or human and nature, the skills of environmentally complete behavior in nature. The ecological trail is a type of nature study trail that has been actively developed in recent decades. The ecological path is one of the forms of acquaintance with the territory, expanding the knowledge of visitors about natural objects, processes and phenomena occurring in the nature of their region. At the same time, here you can observe the manifestation of anthropogenic impact on nature. The purpose of creating the trail or path is to educate school children in environmental terms, to develop their environmental skills. The peculiarity of the process of ecological education on the trail or paths of nature is that it is based on the easy assimilation of information, value orientations and ideas, norms of behavior in the natural environments. This is achieved through an organic combination of relaxation and knowledge while moving along the trail route. For school children, the road should be designed for 35 or 40 minutes. When choosing a route, the following conditions must be observed. The trail is laid on the terrain accessible for mass visits. Ecological information content of the trail. Any objects of nature chosen for visiting must serve as a proof of ecological balance in nature. Along the route, school children must carry out environmental work. For example, organization of artificial nesting sites, perfection of air entails, cleaning a spring, and etc. These objects are used for research work. It is possible to establish a series of botanical sites with medicine, rare or endangered plants. Signs are placed on special shelves. They help organize the movement along the road and serve as a source of information when passing the trail. Signs should organically fit into the surrounding landscape and not observation natural objects. Notices are set near the object selected for review. The following types of text are used on the trail. First, general sign and scheme of the trail. Second, rules of conduct. Third, slogans and appeals. Fourth, information about individual natural objects. And last 5, did you know? It is important that the children themselves take part in the drafting of the text. The guides on the ecological path are well-trained school children who acquire the ability to promote conservation ideas among their peers. Group work at school involves the organization of circles with natural history. The leader of the circle can be the teacher himself or the teacher of additional education, who is specialist in a particular field. For school children, circles of young naturalists, florists, phenologists, local historians, geologists, ecologists, and more are most often organized. The purpose of the circles is to interest school children, deepen and expand their natural history knowledge, develop observation and experimentation skills. The result of individual experiments and more can be used in the classroom, for example, in the study of respiration and plant nutrition. The number of children attending the circle is, on average, 10 or 15 people. The composition of the participants should be voluntary but permanent. Classes are usually held once a week. The circle should work systematically according to a previously drawn up and approved program. The collective work of children in the circle is always combined with individual work. In addition, members of the circle take an active part in the preparation of mass events and in the promotion of environmental knowledge and skills. Individual work is carried out with interested school children who voluntarily take assignment from the teacher. Such work is usually episodic in nature and is essentially kind of home or extracurricular assignment. Many children who have good books on natural history in home libraries are invited to prepare an essay or literature review for a scientific lesson. For example, books develop the cognitive interest of school children, expand their horizons. When preparing a message, children should be taught to select only important, essential information from the book. Encourage them to analyze the text and express their own opinion. Good practice in encourage school children to familiarize themselves with additional literature are shown the teacher illustrations and reading experts from the book in class. The ability to work with reference literature is of great importance in science education. This skill can form during individual work in a corner of wildlife or on a training and experimental site. The school child should use guides and other information for a more detailed acquaintance with the plants and animals that he cares for. Depending on the interest and the inclination of school children in the class, it is possible to arrange exhibition of the best photographs about nature, drawings, collections of minerals and rocks collected by the school children. Extracurricular work, which is carried out by the teacher in the system, forms an interest in the subject and encourages school children to self-education.